Nate, before we get to some of the testimony that was released by House Democrats, can you just react off of that soundbite that we heard from President Trump saying that the whistleblowers have just sort of disappeared at this point?
Well, it's still too early to say. I think he's been attacking the whistleblower nonstop, but we could very well be seeing testimony soon from the whistleblower. He could come forward. The fact that Trump continues to attack the whistleblower instead of providing evidence for his defense is pretty much all you need to know. If Trump is as innocent as him and Republicans claim, well, then let's see the evidence proving that. Let's see the arguments proving that. But instead what he does is he attacks the whistleblower, he attacks the Democrats conducting the investigations, he attacks his own State Department, his own ambassadors, and just completely keeps putting himself on the defense. And yet at the same time not putting forward any concrete proof that he has not done anything wrong. On the flip side, though, we've seen plenty that he has.
Okay, and I want to get to that now, which is given the fact that we have seen the first transcripts from the testimonies, what can you tell us about the shape that this impeachment inquiry is taking?
So it's pretty much shaping up the way we wanted it to. It's clear that impeachment likely won't lead to the removal of Donald Trump. We saw the vote on Thursday in which 0 Republicans were willing to vote for impeachment. There's going to be more votes down the road as well, but it's unlikely any will shift. And I think we'll see that in the Senate as well. But what we are getting from the impeachment is information. We're getting answers. We're learning more about how Donald Trump has used his power to investigate his opponents, the corrupt actions he's taken, and we're getting to the bottom of all the wrong things that he's done while in office. And that's really what's important to know. Voters need to know who they're electing in 2020, and so the more we can uncover, the more we can learn, the better informed we'll be. And so the investigations are doing exactly what they need to, which is revealing all the wrongdoing that Trump has done. And if Republicans don't want to vote to hold him accountable, that's fine, but voters will get to vote.
Nate, we have seen the transcript of the phone call. We've already heard some testimony sort of indicting the president on this front that he was seeking damaging information about his Democratic rival. Do you really think that this impeachment inquiry, though, is going to change any minds when it comes to Republicans? And how do you expect it to impact Democratic voters? Do you think that that's going to embolden them to go out and vote in the 2020 election?
Well, look, the reason we have a Democratic House to begin with is because Democratic voters were emboldened. They got out and voted in record numbers in 2018. We had a historic wave election for Democrats because they wanted more accountability in government. They wanted more law and order. They wanted this president investigated. They wanted to know, to get to the bottom of the truth. And that's what we're getting. On the flip side, no, we're not going to change any Republican minds. Republicans are pretty locked in with Trump, but what we are seeing is independents and moderates who are pretty fed up with this president and the way he's conducted himself, the way he has led while in office, and the scandals he continuously gets caught up in. So it is important that we get the information out there and that we expose the truth, that we expose what's going on in the White House. And if Donald Trump Republicans truly have nothing to hide, then they should not be afraid to get the truth out there. If anything, they should welcome the opportunity to tell their story